What's up guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started, please make sure to hit subscribe, hit like, hit the bell icon and all the other little buttons you've got to do to help me out. So as none of you will know, it will be my 5th year living in London. Next month, actually, in August 2015, when I moved up to Wembley Park to start my university venture. I remember packing up my bags in Bournemouth, leaving home for the first time. I remember the teary eyes my mum had in her eyes. And yes, so I moved into student accommodation. Why did I move to London? Well, I'm going to explain. So after I finished college, I decided to go to university to study a course called building surveying. Now, in my university choices, I had 3 top choices. One was Westminster, one was Reading, and one was Brighton. And I decided I didn't want to go to Brighton, I didn't want to go to Reading, and I wanted to go to Westminster. I got the train from Bournemouth to London Waterloo. I saw London for the first time. Well, when I say first time, it was actually the first time in a very long time, since I was about this tall, and I was sold. So there's me driving up to London with my 3 suitcases of all the belongings that I've got my student finance, feeling absolutely incredible. I looked in my bank account, I've got the most money that I've ever had. I was feeling fantastic. I dropped off all my suitcases in my halls room, met all my flatmates, and then we went off and explored London with the people that I lived with, the people that I went to university with. We went to clubs, we spent loads and loads of money. We spent more money than I could ever even imagine. And come December, I'd actually spent all my cash and I had nothing left. So to summarise, living in London for August, September, October, November, December was amazing, awesome, and then by the end of the year, absolutely depressing. So what did I have to do? Well, obviously I was at university, I was doing exams as well, but I had no cash. So then I had to go out and get a part-time job to pay the bills. And I was like, oh my God, I think I was also in the overdraft as well, because as a student you get an interest-free overdraft. And I was thinking, this incredible dream of living in the city is absolutely horrible. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're wanting me to explain how great London is as a city. And don't get me wrong, it is an incredible place. And I would say it is an incredible place to come to live for university. But once you've graduated from university, after your 3 years or 5 years, or however long you're studying, move out the city. And this is what I'm going to explain. So I graduated from university in May 2018, I believe, and the building surveying practice that I was working for part-time offered me a full-time position, and I happily accepted because it was a great company. I really enjoyed working there, and all the people that worked there were just really great people. So I thought, why not? But let me tell you now, if you accept a job in London, this is what your life is going to be like. Monday morning, you'll wake up at 6 a.m. You'll get the tube into central London, which will probably take you about an hour. You'll get to work for 8:30, and then you'll work all the way until 5:30, for example. You'll get on to the tube, and you probably won't actually get a tube until around 6 o'clock because they'll be so busy. And when you get on that tube, you're going to be so crammed, people are going to be literally touching you, and it's going to be so hot. It is an awful experience, but you'll probably get home around, I don't know, probably 7 o'clock, I reckon. And then by the time you get home, you cook your food, let's say it's 8 o'clock, and then you're so drained from your tube journey, you sit down on the sofa, it comes 9 o'clock, and then you're like, well, I better start getting ready to go to bed now. So 10 o'clock, you're in bed because you're exhausted from your day. And then on Tuesday, you need to do the same thing again. And then on Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. And then come Saturday, it's like, well, yeah, I've got to get out. I'm going to go out to the pub, get some drinks, get some beers, do what I've got to do with my friends. Then Sunday, you are smashed. You have no energy left. You need to relax and chill, do all your housework. And then you start all of your week routine all over again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, doing the exact same thing, and you are like, oh my God, this is absolutely insane. And let me tell you, when you get on the tube, it's £10 before you even start your day. £10. If you want to drive in London, £15. So London sucks the money out of you, and that is moving on to the next part of why I think London is incredibly ridiculous to live. So you've got your full-time job or doing whatever, and you obviously need someone to live in London. So property prices here are extortionate. You're probably looking at £350,000 for a one-bed flat. If you want to rent somewhere, you're probably going to have to rent a room. I don't know how much you're on, but a room like this is probably going to cost you around £750 a month, which is insane for a room. It's really, really expensive, but don't get me wrong, it's not all negatives, and I'm going to come on to the positives. So London is obviously one of the most famous capitals in the world. Job opportunities, crazy. There's jobs absolutely everywhere. Obviously, with the coronavirus happening at the moment, not too many jobs going on. But before the coronavirus, there was jobs everywhere. You're going to be earning probably a lot more than you would be in towns. Obviously, there's a lot more diverse people here. There's a lot more things to do in the city, and everything about a city is just so up paced, so fast. I can't really explain to you the feeling. The only thing I can explain is if you do decide to live in a city, your life is going to be full on all the time. There's no relax, there's no chill, it's just go, go, go. And if that is for you, it's going to be great. In my experience, I've been living here for 5 years now, and I am stuck. I mean, I've got a saying, London will either swallow you up and crap you back out again, or it will swallow you up and keep you hostage. I reckon that is the best way of explaining it. I moved into London, I've got a job in London, and now I'm stuck in London, so I can't escape it. Unless I obviously quit my job and did all this, that, and the other, cancelled the house contract that I've got, which will just be a big pain in the arse. So I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm going to stay in London for the time being. So in short, that is the reason why I live in London. I live here because I need to rather than wanting to. Now, if you want to live in the city, I'd really recommend trying it out. It may be the place for you, but for me, I did really enjoy it, but now I'm kind of a bit like meh. But let's just see what the future holds and see where we go. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.